Hi everyone. Today we're going to look at how to create and add students to a Google Classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and access Clever. This will take me to my main page. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and I can access it through student tools, which you'll also see here in a bit when we go through students. So I'm going to go ahead and click there. It'll take me to my Google Classroom. I currently have 2 classes in there. That's one way. But also if you go right back to Clever and you notice you have this app square right here, click on that and students will also have access to it that way. And I have my Google Classroom icon. I can click there as well. So those are 2 ways you can access your classrooms. I'm going to go ahead and close one of these. I already have my 4th grade reading in here, so I'm going to create my 5th grade summer reading. So I'm going to go to the addition sign. I'm going to create a classroom. This will be my 5th grade reading summer school section. I'm just going to reiterate 5th grade. Subject will be reading. And since it's virtual, I will not enter a room number. I'm going to go ahead and push create. It's going to go ahead and populate. Okay, once you're in here, you can go to where it states people. I have myself listed as a teacher. You can also add co-teachers if needed. I'm going to go ahead and add some students so you can see the process. I'm going to cancel this. I forgot to go over something, but there's 2 ways you can do it. You can invite students or you can give them the code and they enter themselves. For me, I've just found it's easier if I add the students. So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can enter their name or you can do it with their student ID. So I'll do it both ways. So the first student I'm going to do with the student ID. So 4099127. And it pulls up Julio for me. So I'm going to go ahead and add him. The second student is Cindy. So I'm going to see if I can access hers. Actually, it's Cindy Mendoza. So I'm going to confirm her student ID. So it may be easier to enter the student IDs because it'll give you all the students for whatever district you're in. I'm going to add one more before I go ahead and sign out and go in as another student. 5667. 6. Okay, so there goes Denise. So I have 3 students so far. I would go through this process until I add all the students that I intend on putting in the classroom. I'm going to go ahead and click on invite. And these students are invited so that you can see the flip side of this for the students when they go in. If you're going to walk them through, I would suggest signing out of yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out as myself. I'm completely signed out. So I'm going to go ahead and go back through Clever. And I still may be signed in as myself. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out of here too so we can see it from the student side. So I'm going to log in, but this time I'm going to go in as a student. I've already practiced with Julio, so I'm going to go ahead and click on him. But if not, I would put in the student ID and at dallasisd.org to access through their account. The general password is dallasisd at 1617. So when I go in as a student, I'll go ahead and scroll down to Student Tools, and there is the Google Classroom icon. But if it's easier, you can also show the students that they also have this app square up here where they can access the apps as well. So if I go in here, again, I can go in the same way I did through my teacher portal. So you'll notice that my classroom is already in Julio's Google Classroom. So all he would need to do is join and he would have access to the Google Classroom. That's about it, the easiest way to input students, and I hope this was helpful.